Yeah. So can you? Can
Yeah, I can. So what am I downloading?
so let's see. Go look on Instagram. Oh, I guess should I send it? Just send it on your inbox or they're all on Instagram. How you want to send
How many am I downloading?
it? At least two. Which one is it?
I'm looking at them now.
There's one say AccuWeather. These two. Hey y'all, hey, come on in, come on in. It's the Caravan of Dreams, the redo. Y'all know what it is. It's 8 something and it is Monday. Come on, come on. Be sure and like and share, like and share. Tell somebody to tell somebody that the Caravan of Dreams is on. Hey y'all, hey everybody. Can y'all hear us okay? Somebody give me a thumbs up or wave your hand or throw your hands in the air and waving like you just don't care. Something. Let me know you can hear me okay. Well, hmm. Oh, hey Quincy. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, all right, all right. Come on, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Mr. Majors, how you doing? All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, okay. Hello, hello. Hey y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Clyde McGee. No, you right on time. How are you today? Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Come on in the room. Y'all let me know when you get here. Say hello so we know who's on here watching with us. Hey everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We're not gonna hold y'all too long tonight. But okay, so let's go ahead and kick it off. So listen, so we'll start with the bad news and then work our way up. Let's do that. Okay, so here's the thing. Mariah Carey, this weekend she lost her mom. Sadly, she lost her mom this past weekend. I don't know if anybody heard about this, but the crazy thing about that was her sister died. So her mom and her sister died both this past weekend. Man, that's tough. That's tough. Like, you know, I don't know if her mom had been sick or something or whatever. She said that she was able to spend some time with her mom before. So it seems like there may have been, maybe her mom had been sick or something. But then the sister died. So that's tough. That is tough. Um, Definitely condolences to her on that because I mean, it's like you know, definitely, when you're grieving one situation and bam, it turned around and two things happened the same weekend. So condolences, yeah, condolences to her on that. But how was everybody's weekend? Speaking of weekends, did everybody have a good weekend? um So, well, we'll talk about another situation here in a little bit. But now, do you remember Craig Mack, the rapper Craig Mack?
Yeah, he did.
So there's that. Craig Mack died. Um, hey, I don't know. I don't know. Like Quincy, you're asking about Illuminati because at the very end of the day, like if Mariah Carey comes out with a booming album or something, then yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's crazy though, right? That she lose both her family members the very same weekend. So yeah, that's sad. Very sad. But I was thinking about Craig Mack. He did die in 2018, right? They said it was heart failure. So the family just uh, decided to reveal that he actually died of um, because he had HIV, AIDS, and he never got him. They were untreated, so he died from untreated um, illnesses from HIV, AIDS. So
Get tested. If you want forward, go look up the AOC, AIDS Outreach. They do free testing all over the city at different times. They have different
yeah,
testing events. Go get tested. The easiest way to die is to not treat it. It's like it ain't necessarily. It used to be AIDS. You was out of there.
right,
But you can live with it now.
yeah,
But you got to get tested first. And one thing that we as black men don't do, we won't get tested. We won't go to the doctor. We ain't trying to get tested. We don't even want to know. A lot of times, you know, we say that we don't want to know, but like you don't want to find out at the end. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be told you got stage 4 cancer or whatever case. Man, go get tested. Go get checked out.
yeah.
Simon McGee said I did notice that he was really dark. My brother died from AIDS, and I noticed he turned dark. What made you say, why would the family wait so long to release that news? Though that's quite odd.
Yeah, for real. I don't know. Maybe somebody was feeling guilty or something, but they were like, "Hey, this is what really happened," and decided to release that information. So, um, the thing is like think about um Magic Johnson, back when, they, announced that he had it or whatever. Man, I've seen so many people die since he had it. What kind of millionaire medicine does he have? He don't even look like he's sick. Like he looked very normal. And he like, I'm living my best life. I saw a conspiracy theory that said that Magic really wasn't sick from AIDS, but they wanted him to put it out there, um, to make it seem like, hey, that, I guess a scare tactic or something of for black people. But whatever medicine he had, it was like, man, must have been top of the line. But I guess if you a billionaire, whatever the case may be, that's what it is. But I mean, and he's still alive and moving right along as if, nothing, right? So I don't know what special treatment, if he got something different, because there were so many other people after he was diagnosed that did get it or that died from it or whatever. But I'm sure he had the best doctors and medical team or whatever.
Clive McGee said I think Luther Vandross died from AIDS, but they keeping
I
his
do
info
too.
private because of his legacy.
I do too.
I just saw like a commentary
On Luther.
yeah, as far as his dealings with Clive Davis. I didn't know he and Barry White was so cool. They was like real cool.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't realized that who was it? Who was that being met? Patti LaBelle was the person who outed him, posthumously, like years after his death.
Right.
I don't know. Kind of feel like she could have kept that to herself.
Yeah.
Anyway, Quincy McCarty said Magic didn't have AIDS. He was taught a lesson and they paid him well.
Mm-hmm.
Said Teddy P too. Quincy is a conspiracy theorist.
Wow.
If you want to know his side, go follow him. Every once in a while, he'll go live and tell you why he think what he think. And he be having supporting sentences now. You might still think he crazy, but
Wow.
he keep his supporting sentences.
Alrighty then.
Will Major say he want to know how Craig Mack got AIDS and Puffy didn't.
And you say and Puffy didn't?
I mean, when you think about lots,
Yeah, yeah. No. Very good question. So okay, Clyde, you said Luther was gay too. My brother was cool with Luther's circle. My brother told me he was gay back in the early 90s. Yeah, I believe that, here's the thing. uh it didn't surprise me when, I think we wanted him to be singing those songs, them Luther tunes. We wanted that to be for us as women. We were like, oh yes, Luther. But at the very end of the day, Luther was not singing to the women. Hello. Um, and then what was his name? Freddie. Y'all know Freddie. What's his name? Um, oh gosh. Dang it. Freddie. Okay, I gotta wait till Johnny come back in here. I done lost my thought on it. The other guy, Freddie, that was kind of out same time that Luther was out. They were both crooners. But Freddie, what is his name? Freddie Jackson. Yes. Freddie Jackson. So, because what happened with Freddie Jackson? Like, he looked tiny right now. Okay, Teddy Pendergrass. Yeah. I mean, is it like a whole circle of them? They all, now because we saw I think Teddy kind of outed himself with that car accident or something, right? Like we kind of knew the backstory on that when that whole situation happened. So yeah, I mean that's tough. That's tough because we are thinking that these guys got some nice voices and they singing some very the songs were the bomb, and then all of a sudden, you hear the other side of it. Like, my goodness, come on. And then what do y'all think about like even Michael Jackson? Like, I'm not sure who he was singing to either. So there's that.
Oh, here we go. Luther was gay. My co-brother was cool with Luther Circles. Yeah, I think everybody in the industry knew he was gay. Freddie Wilson, Freddie Jackson.
Freddie Jackson, yeah.
Okay. Teddy Pendergrass. This nigga say choir directors.
What? Wow.
Yeah. Okay, Clyde. You talking about Mike Jack?
Yeah.
Wasn't gay? I think he was just different.
Just different. Okay. Okay. So now apparently though he did have those kids with the white lady, huh?
What kid?
Michael Jackson.
I mean, not biologically.
Now, okay, so look, I'm watching a documentary with her. They interviewed her. She said that her and Mike had those kids. Now I'm just saying. That's what she said. I don't know. That's what she said. Those are Mike's kids because she, I think he was married to the Presley, whichever Presley he was married to at the time, and she was the reason that they ended up breaking up. So there's that. So I don't know. The lady says they are his kids. There's that. So I don't know.
I'm with Clyde. I mean, his kids.
I don't know.
What made you say Teddy P was a gangster? He said he wasn't gay. He was a mobster, big time gangster. Teddy P got caught with that she, man.
I guess that don't make you gay, right? I mean, I don't know. Does it? He just got tendencies. I don't know.
I mean, sword fighting.
My goodness.
Oh wow. Clyde McGee said, yeah. Said, I don't think Prince was gay, but he might have definitely. Oh man, read the rest.
My goodness. Now look, don't Prince bash, because Prince, look, he was the only man that we would allow him to wear heels because he was vertically challenged, right? Like, he was so short that he needed those heels. I believe his heels were just for the purpose of, him advancing his height, right? And what else? Like, okay, the clothes he wore, I think that was just for his act. That was just stage purpose. So those things about Prince, they can be explained. We can explain those things away with Prince. Hey, Vanessa. Yeah, we're not gonna say that about Prince. Prince was all right. He just different. Again, he was different. Um, you know, he was short and he wanted to wear heels, and I don't know. And he just, I think that he was okay. Like, you never heard anything. Even after he passed away, you never had somebody come back and say, "Hey, me and Prince." Never. So, like, they have the NDAs, but the man is no longer living. So why would somebody still hold on to that?
Prince was a gangster.
Oh, well, there you go.
I think Prince was a G. Yeah, I think he had his NDA signed. I think he had his people in place to where if you did want to come out right now, he probably got somebody running around there to make you disappear.
Wow. Wow.
I think the people. I feel like Prince probably had the same parties that Puffy had, but
we didn't hear about him.
He did his stuff decent and in order. I think they had the same type of parties. I think Prince was having Puffy parties before Puffy was having his parties.
Oh gosh. Wow.
But NDAs was signed. Clyde McGee said Prince was a pimp.
Yeah. I don't know.
When they say you mean them ass high pants signify straight. Say, man, Prince was different. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if he swung, you know what I'm saying, both ways or the other way.
Act. I think it was just his stage presence.
Yeah, I think he liked the attention. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he liked grabbing attention. He did things different, you know, to grab attention.
Right.
Will Mays should say, "Hold up." He said, "I'm googling Teddy and finding out stuff about his manhood, and I wasn't aware."
Wow.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. It's crazy because you know in his music he sounded manly, manly. You know what I'm saying? He had the deep, he had the voice. You know, everything about him said man. You know what I'm saying?
And so did Barry White. Who can get as low as Barry these days?
Well, I mean, Barry don't have. I don't know no stories about Barry. You know some stories about Barry?
I'm seeing some stuff.
About Barry White?
Yes.
Now, I ain't seen.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying about this commentary thing because, well, who knows? Maybe he went through it first, but supposedly Barry White warned Luther Vandross about how Clive Davis was.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Clive might have, you know, had
Right.
Barry at a party or whatever. But like I say, I don't know. Some things that I liked about Barry is number one, he detached himself from people like Clive Davis.
Mm.
He owned his own masters.
Okay.
So it's like he owned his music. He did things to be, you know, independent of the machine.
I feel like when they own their own masters, then it kind of gives them a leg up that they don't have to do those things that
Yeah.
they were doing at Puffy's parties. So just like Prince had his own, right?
Hmm.
And now but Prince having his own, is that what ended up getting him killed?
Oh, I mean, I don't know
So I mean, I
nothing
don't know.
about
That's
him
a little
getting
deeper
killed.
than
Yeah, that's
yeah.
I don't know nothing about him getting killed or nothing like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's a conspiracy on
That's gonna
that.
always be conspiracy
Yeah.
behind somebody that famous,
Right,
you
right,
know,
right,
passing away.
right.
If he
So
wasn't 90 years old, then there's gonna always be a conspiracy
yeah,
theory about that. Same thing with Mike.
yeah. So there's that.
But
So anyway,
I'm gonna have to go look up Bill Cosby. I mean, no, I gotta look him up. There's plenty of him. I'm gonna have to go look up old Barry White
yeah.
and see what the heck. Cause I, yeah, man.
Stand accused. He told you in the song.
Of course, no.
That no, that one we was talking about. Okay.
Was
All
that
right.
that was Barry White?
That one him stand accused?
No, I think that was Isaac Hayes.
Oh my bad. Same. Wrong voice, sorry.
Is this something on him? That's another voice. That's another.
I hadn't heard anything on Isaac Hayes. I hadn't heard
Quincy,
anything.
what you know about Barry White? Go look up Barry White. What you? That's gonna hurt my feelings because I just knew Barry White was a man's man. But
So,
uh, okay.
anyway, all right. So did you know what? This was a fun fact. So do y'all recall the guy on Full House? His name was Dave Collier. He was the blonde white guy on Full House. You know where the what they call the twin girls, the twin white girls that were
Hmm.
babies,
Hmm.
right? And he was one of the ones with Bob Saget. You know what Full House. You remember Full House? So, a fun fact, Dave Collier was his name. He always did voiceovers for Richard Pryor. He could duplicate Richard Pryor's voice. Like whenever they said Richard Pryor would never want to go back and do his, anything he messed up or whatever, he'd be like, so. And so they would have this guy to come and do voiceovers for him. Very interesting, huh? Fun fact. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh no, they own the stuff from it before.
Oh, I mean, you can read it though.
What made you say Barry White and James Brown are part of the reason why record companies sought to own artists' catalogs. They were too powerful and too independent.
That's good. That's good stuff. Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
yeah.
it's difficult nowadays to own your own catalogs.
So, what was the group that Teddy Pendergrass was in? I have a fun fact about that. What was the name of the group?
Melvin, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. So, one of the guys, the guy that had the really high voice, what was the song? The popular song, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Okay, hold on. Who was it? What, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes?
Uh huh.
Ah,
What was a real popular song that they did? Um,
I don't know. I miss you. That was the begging
miss you,
song. Yeah.
miss you. And so there's a very high part in there. Something, whatever it is, I can't even
Oh
remember the name.
yeah.
Remember
Somebody
that? Yeah.
somebody in the background did that ad lib and they just holding that
Yes.
lot that
So that's one of the guys in the group. So that guy years ago was my pastor.
oh wow.
Yes. He ended up moving here to Texas and became a pastor.
Hmm.
And he let us know that he used to sing with Harold Melvin and all that.
Did
So
he hit the
there's
note?
that. Yeah, he still had a nice voice.
Okay.
And it's crazy because he didn't look like he could, that he didn't look like he was a soprano voice or whatever you call that for a male. So yeah, there's that.
He reminded me of Choir Boy on Five Heartbeats.
Okay.
He came in, hit that falsetto boy.
So there's that.
What made you say I thought Bob Saget was the one doing Richard Pryor overdubs?
No, that was the other guy, the blonde guy, Dave Collier. Yeah. I actually sent you that, and he's actually doing it on that video, but I didn't ask you to pull that one. So there's that.
That's because you be asking me to do that stuff at the very last
I know.
minute.
I know.
If y'all go back and look at the beginning of this video, I'm downloading clips for this episode. The production team
Oh, come
is
on.
very
Hey,
lackluster.
listen. The production team been on strike, so it is what it is. So, okay. Now listen, this lady that in DeKalb County, in Georgia, right? So she got her water bill. Now imagine this: you get your water bill and you open it, and it says that your bill is $334,000, and they about to shut you off if you don't pay it. So what do you do, my God? What do you do?
I mean, I don't know. Check on getting a well built.
No, but you know what? So they cut the water off. They cut her water off. And so her family has been having to do, water bottles for everything, having to fill up the toilets, having to brush
How
their
did
teeth.
okay? So how did she get up? And how did she end up getting a $300,000 bill?
So, you know what they found out? And
What?
this is something we went through. She had a leak.
Nick, what kind of leak? What kind of leak? The dam
I'm
break or
telling
something?
you. Listen. So somebody else bought the property and the owners
Is this $1 million
decided
property? Hold
to
on, is this a million
no,
dollar property?
no, because she's renting the place. And it's not a big place at all. And
Oh,
so
if you renting the place, that's a real easy one. We moving.
hey, and so they went, they decided to, dig up the new people, decided to fix it themselves, get their own people, the plumbers, and they saw a leak. The water's leaking, been leaking since 2020.
But hold up. So they backdated the bill to 2020?
So they said in 2020, they had the no cutoff, what they call that, initiative, right?
But I still don't get it because there's a three
It's
hundred
been a
thousand dollar
running.
bill. I mean, it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the no cutoff part. Were they getting bills saying, "Hey, what was there a bill at 50,000,
I
a
mean, I
hundred
guess so,
thousand,
but
a
they were
hundred
like,
fifty
they didn't cut it
thousand?"
off. They didn't cut it off because it was, they were given, they said, hey, there's a
Wait a minute.
leak. There's a
Okay.
leak. They told them, and they didn't cut it off. And so
Well,
I
well,
guess she just said, I'm gonna pay on it.
it just don't sound logical.
Well,
Like, did she ignore some bills? To me, it sounds like the way you put it out is you had a $50 bill last month, and then this month you got a $300,000 bill.
I mean, of course, it's got to be running total, right? Like,
So when it hit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. When I get my first $1,000 bill, we gotta figure this thing
I
out.
feel
But
like she was ignoring bills.
she had to be ignoring bill. I mean, it's an untold
I mean,
story.
you know what? Here's the thing. Like the lady she's on the news, and I'm sure she probably the first bill was like maybe 170 some odd $1,000, and she got that. She'd be like, man, I ain't paying that. And
That
so
ain't how
she didn't.
she must be 15 or 16 or maybe in her early 20s or something.
It
If
just
you
got
if you
it
grown, I don't know. You got to talk to somebody. You don't. I don't know. As a grown person, one thing that you learn as a grown person is you can't run from your problems.
right. But I guess she felt like they were gonna do something. She said, we don't know where the leak is or
Who is the
anything.
lady? Is she grown? Does she have
Yes.
gray hairs at all?
No, I would say she's maybe in her 40s.
I don't know. I mean, it just don't sound logical. Like, I don't know. I would have to check her mental health.
I don't know. She got a house full of family that all they
I
all live there.
I get it. A house with a family.
I
My
don't
first
know
bill
why.
would what made it say that reminds me. I got my sprinklers on, watering my grass.
Wow.
Better put them timers on them sprinklers. Chantel said when the bill got to a $2,000, someone should have dropped by her house. Did she see the bill? Boom. That's what I'm talking about. She says she's slow. You gotta be and look, man.
Oh
That
no.
first big bill, I'm gonna call and be like, say, man, what say we gotta it would not have made it to 300. Like
I don't know. Listen, I feel like it had to be something else behind it. Like somebody else got the bill. Something happened. But and I don't know how long her
she
water
said,
has been off, but they've been out without water for a minute, right?
apply for government funding. Government ain't for they're not gonna help you out with
Right.
that.
At the very end of the day, she wasn't in a position to move. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like she's working two jobs to keep to keep her bills paid or pay her rent rather. And so it's not just as simple as I'm gonna move, you know.
You
I don't know.
nigga,
They've been without water for a while. So and
if it get up to 300, if it get up to 100, if it get up to if it get up to 1,000, I got to go. I got to move. I mean,
you know what? Like, okay, so here's the thing. What I know is that when you have a leak, the water company, well, I don't know how they do in Georgia, but like for us, they said, "Hey, y'all got a leak." They sent us a letter, and it was like, "Hey,
water been
yeah,
running
yeah,
continuously
we got
for a
we
month.
detect some water constantly running," and I feel like at that point, say something, see something, say something. Like you're just gonna be like, "Oh, okay, well that ain't my fault." So, and anyway, they let it get up to 300 some odd thousand.
It just that's a lot of ignoring stuff.
I mean, you wanna put that one on? It's in there.
They say sell some fish baskets.
Who the heck? That's a lot of fish bait. I think that
Hey, and that's the ideal right there, Chantel. She said turn the water off from the street.
that they were out water. So
No, I'm talking about as the bill went up. Like my first high bill, nigga. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to shut the water off and turn it on whenever y'all need to use it or something. But if it get up, once it get past, a few $100, you know what I'm saying? Water bills, a lot of times water bill is one of your lower bills. So it ain't like your electric. Once that boy get up to 200-300, we gotta figure something out. I'm gonna have to start shutting stuff off. Oh, I'm gonna dig and find the leak. I either I'll find it or I have to call Jose and them and then see if they can find it or whatever.
hey,
But
I
all of
don't
that
know.
is cheaper than
Right.
three
Then
hundred
this bill she
thousand
got right
dollars.
now.
And I'm not
Because
finna look at my other bills. And let's just be real. Toll, I might chunk it to the side. Credit card bill, and I ain't got the money. I might chunk it to the side. I want my credit bad now. But water, electric, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, even internet. Don't play with that. So you know what I'm saying? If the bill is high, I'm gonna call and be like, hey man, what's going on? Why? You know what I'm saying? Why is this bill this high? It would have never in life have made it to $300,000. It wouldn't have made it to $300, let
they
alone
offered her payment
300,000.
plans, but I
Nigga
guess she
payment
couldn't
plan.
do.
That is a mortgage, fool.
I mean, I'm sure they could spread it over some years.
Man, a 30-year mortgage is, you know what I'm saying? He's still gonna paying some thousands a month. So it's like, how you just gonna spread it across my life and my kids' life? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like when I die, y'all got this water bill. So
y'all got to keep paying on it.
I'm like, I don't know why they even allowed her to get that high. They said that, in 2020, they were like, you know what, we're not cutting nobody off. And so they let it on, left the water on, and it just kept piling up. So
I feel like that's part of the water department fault
yeah,
too.
me too. Because y'all should have never even let it get that high.
I mean, with it being like this, come on, because that's wasting water. Let's just be real about it. That's wasting water.
Hmm.
So to just send somebody, let them be like, hey, I got a leak. No, that's wasting water that somebody else could be using. We already have enough droughts around here as it is.
Right, Right.
Man, send somebody out there to go check that out.
Well, they found that it was going into a drain. So it was going right into the lake. It wasn't like staying in the grass or going on the curb. It was going into
I
a
don't give a
drain.
damn.
So
You
then that's
find
why but the new owners finally did find it and they saw exactly what it was. So hey,
what we gonna do about this $300,000 bill?
I sound like to me they're gonna have to do some forgiveness. Like water company, I'm suing y'all. It's y'all fault for letting me let this bill get too high. Like, why would y'all do that? They was wrong for that. So um DeKalb County, y'all wrong for that. Letting that woman bill get up that high. When it was in the hundreds, then y'all should have been like, man, we finna cut this water off till you figure it out. And then, she would have had to go and figure it out. But at this point, 300,000, man, that's just who can do that? Nobody. So yeah. A kidney layaway, hey, I guess so. Same situation. Cause I mean, what can they do at this point? I know she was on the news and she was crying about, hey, like she didn't know what
No,
happened.
no, no. I don't care about no crying.
I mean, at the very end of the day, how many years is a $300,000? You know what? That is not.
I
That's
mean, you
not
said 2020. That's for
right.
for.
So at least probably 4 years of
Mhm.
water, uh, or I think it's been their water has been off for a year.
You say sad that we got to pay for water in the first place. That is sad, but hey, it is what it is. But once again, I mean, her sitting up crying. I just feel like there was some bills that came in. Like, was she black? Oh, okay. More than likely, she probably looked at the bill like, I ain't gonna be able to pay that.
Right.
But you had to know, one of these the good old days, it was gonna come back to haunt you.
They was gonna
So
shut it on down.
yeah, so hey, it caught up to you.
There
That's
you are.
crying. You can do about it now.
I mean, you cried, and sometimes people will start a GoFundMe for you,
It's not a GoFundMe.
huh?
Man, you better tap dance or something for that GoFundMe money. Lamagee said that was my next question. Chantel said she must be a pink. Nope, no pink, man. Black. I wouldn't even think. I would definitely think black. And I hate to feel like that about my own people, but I think that's. I don't know. I think that would be the only type of you know people that would do something like that. You know.
You think we the only ones let it go like that?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we as a people sometimes we get into a hopeless state to where we don't think we can do anything about it. So we just kind of ride it out, and whatever happened, happened.
Hey,
I think the difference with other cultures here,
well, okay, let's see.
$344,000. Yeah, it look mixed, maybe.
Yeah.
Once again, I think with other cultures, I think they feel like they belong here. This is their country, so they can work out. Anything can be worked out or whatever. Anything can be
Mm-hmm.
taken care of or whatever. As opposed to, I just feel like black folks sometimes we get into a state to where we feel like we ain't gonna get out of it, and it's like
Right.
we're just gonna keep riding whatever it is we got going on, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. That's it.
That's just
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. That family look mixed.
Mixed.
Yeah,
Okay.
they look mixed.
Yeah. And so crime might work.
Look here, man.
Crime may get a
I I,
GoFundMe.
I hate to be mean about that. I almost regret telling my kids that when they was young. But for me, crying don't do nothing. Like when you cry, I guess for some people they feel better after they cry.
Yeah.
But the problem's still there.
Yeah.
Like if you cry about a big bill, don't now a penny come off that bill because you cried.
You cried to the right people.
Okay,
I mean, you ain't seen people cry and then they start a GoFundMe.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess crying don't work for me. It don't what? It don't work for me. After I cry, The bill's still there.
I mean, yeah, you can't cry a bill away. So
You know, with all my issues, after I cry, the issue's still there. Even
yeah,
with deaths of people in my family and my favorite, my best friend, my childhood friend, whatever. After I cried, it was still gone.
man. Well, Mary J said, "I'm not gonna cry."
Yeah,
She wasn't gonna shed no tear. So there's that.
I'm gonna say they owe us anyway.
Ha. The who
just
the water bill
yeah, just call it reparations and wipe it out. She just said like on a Time to Kill movie, pretend she's white.
might work because she's definitely mixed or something very fair
Play
skin.
the other side. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So all right, y'all. So now got some want to check out. Want y'all to put yourself in this position. Do the weather, the one that said the
¿Qué pedo?
Okay. So y'all there at Six Flags. Can I be heard now?
Mm-hmm.
And the ride, the storm, first of all, it was a storm. Now I'm sure that when that ride started, they had to feel some rain or something. Why did Six Flags even allow that ride? But they did. So when the storm came, lightning and caused the ride to stop. And now all these people stuck in the air. It's raining, it's hailing, and just all kind of stuff. And they just right there. Why? Why?
Chantel said, was they trying to go to heaven?
Okay, like for real. Like it's no way that should be like. You know what? I'm finna go ride that ride. Now I know it's got to be cloudy. It's got to look like it's about to rain or something because it was full fledged storm going on. So I can't believe the ride operator said, you know what? This is a good idea. Let me put y'all on here.
Marco was good, bro. He said he seen that. He said that's crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't have went up there in no storm.
Mm-mm. Nah,
He
that
said
was
Six Flags rides always messing up. Yeah, I kind of got away from Six Flags in recent years, man. I used to go. I used to fool with it, but you had the situation somebody falling or whatever, dying some years
yeah,
back.
yeah. That has happened multiple times where these people are slipping off of these rides. And man, we used to love to go and get on the rides, the deeper, what do you call those?
Well,
The
the one with
roller
the slopes,
coasters.
yeah.
And, that was the thing to do, be the first one and at the front seat or the back one or, man, because something is happening that these rides are not 100% fail safe. So, no, and they
Yeah.
want to get on during a storm. Hello, time to
Ike
shut the
Turner was
fuck
good.
down.
Was good, man. That's one of my childhood buddies right there, man. Ran the South Side with that dude, man. Was good with you. Marco say we used to. Well, he say he remember the people falling out. I remember that too. Marco say he used to love Six Flags, but they went downhill. That's the way I feel.
Right.
Yeah, we say they hire a bunch of kids. That's a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
issue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She just said only pink folks. Yeah, they. I don't think we'll. I think as kids we fool around with it, just for the thrill of it or whatever. But as you get older and you start going through our life, it's like there's enough stuff out here trying to kill me as a black person.
But you know what? But it's been some grown people though that have
Grown black folks.
fallen or whatever. I don't know. I'm not saying black, but adults that get on these rides and
Yeah,
fall off and don't get locked in. Because here's the thing: if I sit on one of them rides and that thing don't click or something, I better hear something. And then we need to get off. That's not
yeah.
what's up.
Yeah. If it don't click down on me, almost to the point of discomfort. If it don't, you know what I'm saying? If it
Right,
ain't,
because your legs already, it's not even built for like people over 5 feet to me. Because once you get your legs in there and then they try to put, then you right up on the thing.
hey, it ain't
Mm-mm.
big for big people neither. I'm my childhood buddy. He was heavy setting fool. He wasn't. He'll be sitting on the side. When he get on that rise, he be like, "Shh, I see y'all when you come back, bro." He
Wow.
was not fooling with him. I
Wow.
can't blame him. I can't blame him at all. It was a couple of rides, he could jump on, but a lot of them, man. If it wouldn't come down and get that click part on him, he like, "Shh, all right, man.
Wow.
I'll be waiting for
I'm
you."
gonna go over here on this
Yeah, I'm
side.
gonna be on the other side.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah.
Hey, in a storm. I don't even know if I'd be at Six Flags in a storm.
Right. That's why I'm like, why are you
I'm
even
trying to.
there?
I think I'll be leaving. I've been to Six Flags and it started raining. I think I left. I don't think I hung around and
Right. Ooh, let's go now.
just
Let's
try
go
to
ride
keep riding the
the
ride. Yeah,
no.
I don't even care what I spent. It's like it's time to go. God said it's time.
Right. God was trying to keep us from that ride.
To
Not go get on it. That's dumb.
Clyde McGee said, "I am not a thrill seeker like that. I'm not anymore. Like when I was young, yeah, I want to get on the ride, like you say, get on the first seat, whatever, But now, mm-mm. Last time I probably did it was with my kids, my daughter, my son, when they had we had the passes or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and we go.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, my niece and nephew, unless they go with somebody else, we probably won't experience that.
Wow.
I'm past that. We can do Chuck E. Cheese or something, go to the
Oh my
arcade.
gosh.
Six Flags, bro. I'm not riding them.
They gotta go once.
They cousins. I had to get my kids, take them and
Oh, there you
and try to
go.
do it that way. But me myself, I don't. Other than to DJ out there for an event or a festival, I don't see any reason for me to go to Six Flags. I don't.
Wow.
I don't.
All righty then. Okay. So, all right, y'all. Now, here's another one. This is just a lot of fun. So have y'all ever heard of when the white kids decide mama and daddy going to a HBCU? And that's what it is. So, and I'm gonna be in the band. Check it out.
Before that, Marco said they were finally gonna have a competition when they open that new Universal Studio Center in Frisco. You know about that?
I heard about that.
You heard about it?
Mhm.
Hmm. That's gonna be interesting. I'm
Yeah.
gonna check that out. Let's see here.
You got some rhythm.
Uh, Chantel, I'm with you on that. Token White.
Hey, I'm sure they used them as that. I'm sure they did, but I bet that they got some points from them for them in the
Say I'm buying a ticket to see him
them
though.
competitions.
You was that Jackson State?
Look, I think it was. Yeah. Hey, I ain't even
James
mad.
JB obviously he knows something about it. He said JSU HBCU pride. Of course he grounded. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure he done, got his share of
Hmm?
black stuff.
What
Just for that
in the
reason,
absolute?
once he got his first taste, which was probably in high school, he was like, "Look, mama, daddy, I'm here to do a HBCU."
Wow. All righty then. He has some rhythm though. That's what's up.
Yeah, there's always one. You're gonna always have that one. You know,
Yeah.
just got to be careful. You know, can't use the N word.
Yeah. I feel like they when white people are that they be around enough blacks to know.
What they can and can't
Yes.
do.
Uh-huh. I feel like that.
Yeah. Uh, Class, I see he like his chicken properly seasoned.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I mean, we had a I had a homie that was kind of token like he lived with us for like a year or
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
while I was in high school. Yeah, because his family did not like him because
Hmm?
he hung with black folks. Like they disowned him. It was
Oh
pretty much like
wow.
nigga get out.
Wow. Wow.
So my mom like actually took him in. We actually took him in, and he lived with us for a long while throughout school.
Wow.
'Cause he was,
Okay.
yeah. I think he back white now though.
Hmm?
I mean,
Oh my gosh.
as
Today.
adults, we adults now, and I think he white now.
Right. Oh wow. Okay. He went back to his former self.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, there's that. All right. So listen, y'all. So this past Sunday was and I'm sure that over time you all have, if you follow Johnny, you have had to see the flies couple in the funk fashion show. It was Sunday, this past Sunday. And
You Negroes didn't show up.
you didn't, but that's okay. Some of you didn't. Few of them did.
I mean, it was
Not a
just, yeah.
couple of them
We
did.
had. I mean, it wasn't an empty
Yeah.
house. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't see nobody on this thread. That was
I think Vanessa, Audra,
Vanessa. Yeah,
Audra.
Audrey on her. She's on
She
her.
was. She popped in.
Oh, okay.
And
I mean, yeah, Vanessa. Of course, she fam. She gon'
right,
she gon'
right, right,
with
right.
the rest of you Negroes.
My goodness, today. So it was a great time. You know, so no, I guess I won't say that. But anyway, so I just want to say thanks to all those who, if you happen to be watching, everybody who showed up for us and the couples, they did great. Like,
I'm not trying to shame y'all. I'm not trying to shame y'all. Until hey, you couldn't show up. You had your reason. I know. Um, they had the 85 South show. A lot of people went to the 85 South show. And everybody got their own reasons for going. The people who were supposed to be there, they was there, and we had a good time. There's no regrets. Um, all the people that were supposed to be paid got paid. So That's all that really matters. That's all that really matters. It was an excellent show. I think the couple aspect, as far as the couples, I think the right couple did win. Um, I think the people who didn't win, you have to look at not just one person. You have to look at the couple. So I think for the couples that didn't win, I know I can think of myself, it ain't like it was a lot of them, but I can think of a couple of the couples where, maybe the wife was 100%, you know what I'm saying, had all of the, what I don't even know the word, personality, had all the personality, and the husband that didn't necessarily have a personality to match. So I think the people who won, they had personality on both sides, the husband and the wife side.
so at the very end of the day, yeah, the thing about a couples event or competition is you will be graded as a couple, and you know what I'm saying, not as an individual. And so that was the thing. So it all worked out. Everything was nice. It was cool, and I have some videos, and I'm gonna put them so y'all can be checking out. Somebody sent me like, man, all the videos. And I was like, oh, okay, shoot. Okay. So I'm going to have to go and check them out so we can share them.
That's what's up.
Johnny and I, we did, do a walkthrough just to kind of, um, showcase the fashion scene or whatever. So, but
It was cool.
yeah, we'll share it.
It
We'll
was
share it.
cool. It was cool. It was on the beginning, and I think it's gonna be we're gonna at least do it next year. Hopefully, it's a yearly thing. Hopefully, we can get more participants. But then again, hopefully, we can get ahead of the whole thing. My wife decided she wanted to come up with this 2 months before time, which in most terms, if any of y'all put on events, 3 months is supposed to be at least 3 months. But hey, you can't tell people nothing nowadays. So we did it for 2 months. It did well for 2 months.
I mean, now what would it have garnered if it had been 3 months? You think more people would have came out? You would think I'd have had more couples? What?
You just have more of a game plan.
Oh,
You get time to do more of a game plan.
oh.
I mean, really supposed to be more than that.
I mean,
You
I get
know,
it, but let me tell you something. Whoever, if you are somebody who does marketing and that kind of thing, look, that's a job right there. That is a job. Like for me to try to market and keep the people engaged for 2 months, that was a struggle. It was.
I just feel like
So,
I don't know. I've been involved with events for a while now. I'm gonna say maybe somewhere close to 17, 18 years now, and it just seems like 3 months is that sweet spot.
yeah. Yeah.
And now, if you can go before that, because you got to get on, especially when you talk about grown folks, you got to get on their schedule. And sometimes you got to get on their schedule, and then you get off the schedule. Such. Let's take for instance the couples. We started out with 15 couples, ended up with 5. I think with that extra month, if you get to 15 and go down to 5, then maybe you can get back up again and maybe get up to 7, 8, whatever the case. So that's just me.
Um,
Oh, we got the winner on here
Clyde said y'all should do it again for
for
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day.
Day, and you have to understand what all goes behind that. And
Wait a minute, Clyde, where you live?
he in Chicago, right? We had to
Okay.
live stream it.
Right.
I think he said got people down here though, so
Oh,
maybe
okay, okay,
you can come
okay.
down. Um, he said Love Month would be the perfect time. That's what Vanessa said. I said
Yeah,
that
she
was her
did. She
suggestion for
mentioned that
next
to
year.
me.
Love Month would be the perfect time. We have to get together with some people, man. It's putting that thing together. You have to. You saw me running around there like a chicken with his head cut off yesterday. It's you know, and I have at the end of the day, I had a production team there. I had a light person there. I had a DJ there because I ain't want to be doing all the back end stuff and DJing. It's a lot go behind. Like Judge said, it's hella difficult.
My God, today.
It's hella, you know,
Okay.
putting together an event without support is a mofo. Yeah,
Yes.
and for the most part, other than financial support, we did have some awesome support from our sponsors, which our sponsors were the AOC. Shout out to Kelly Allen Gray,
Mm-hmm.
Crystal Gayton, family
Mm-hmm.
attorney. If you need a family attorney, man, she look like us, so for us by us. Check her out. Lisa Woodard, Judge Lisa Woodard. She's the judge over there in Stop 6.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had anything ever going on in Stop 6, is she just in the piece over there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In Stop 6, been there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Natural Lux Lawns, Dr. Reverend Pastor John
Wow.
Crane. If you need somebody to do your lawns over there, man, or if you need, a contract, if you have properties, anything like that, he's expanding into sprinkler systems and all kind of stuff. So anything got to do with your yard,
Right.
uh,
Right.
and I think they do like trash, like demolition, trash removal,
Yes,
stuff
they
like
do.
that.
They will. They if you got some trash that need to be taken away to a dump site or whatever.
Yeah,
So yeah,
put
it's
up.
not a whole lot they don't do.
Yeah.
So mm-hmm.
So those were our sponsors. They're the ones who took a lot of the pressure off, as far as being able to compensate the people behind the scenes, whether it was the venue or, the food or anything like that. So they made it easy. Shout out to the sponsors. I appreciate
Yes,
them.
yes, yes,
Hope we can
yes.
bring them back and then a few more, y'all,
Mm-hmm.
next year.
Okay.
Um, the judge said he did it 5 years in a row. Yeah, 817 Garvey Day, which we had to step that to the side because that support part. And Judge Black, and it's hard when when you black, it's kind of rough because a lot of people look at you crazy. A lot of people, some people, man, look at you like you militant or something. You know, when you pro black, and it's crazy. It's hard to get support out here, man. When you pro black like that, because a lot of people kind of act like they're afraid of pro black. With and a lot of black people act like they're afraid of pro black, and pro
Right.
black means for you. But I guess it's just a little too militant. I guess it put too many waves in the
Right.
water.
Right.
Um, Ramona said had a wonderful job. Had a wonderful time. Said yes, Johnny, you were moving. Yeah, you two did a dynamic job. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Congratulations on the win. I think once
Mm-hmm.
again,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think the only competition y'all had was the
Mm-hmm.
pause, and we couldn't
Oh,
let
jeez.
y'all. Huh?
Okay.
I mean, I just feel that's just my. I'm not a judge. I'm not a judge. But in my opinion, in looking at everybody in there, even if we was in the competition, I think we would have made some noise with the first outfit. But I ain't bringing no personality, so we probably.
Well, here's the thing. If we would have been in the competition, I would have had to groom you over these 2 months. Like we know I cause and in your defense, you didn't have a clue what I was doing. You was like, "What we doing?
I
What is
didn't.
this?
If you go
Are you
back and
going
look at the
this?"
videos, you will see me talking, and I'm like, nigga, what I'm doing? Got to stop right here. What we
Yeah,
doing?
I didn't tell him anything. I was just like, just come on.
Get dressed
So
and walk out here. So,
yeah,
but even
so
with that, like I said, you know, I just felt like shoot, they picked the right two people. I don't care, and I love each of the couples. I'm friends with and know each of the couples, so it's not no shade to nobody. But I feel like the right people won. And I'm just the right couple won as a unit. The right couple won. There were some individuals that stood out, but the right couple definitely 1 and 2 was the right couple. And I'm glad that the other couple didn't win because they was kin to us, and people would have been like, they cheating.
see.
But that was the right couple because it was coming from both sides. The personality was coming out of both sides, from the husband and the wife, from those two couples.
Yeah, they. I mean, they were a unit and they were cohesive and they meshed and all of that. So shout out to them. Shout out to all of my couples.
She
Like
trying to be
y'all,
politically
all of
correct.
y'all were winners.
I don't, man.
So there's that.
Man, look, I think I feel like how I feel. I wasn't one of the judges, so you still can't get mad at me because I ain't had nothing to do with it. I just felt like they did. I feel like they judged it right. I feel like they judged it right. Even though for me, everybody's a winner because the only failure is in not trying. Everybody who watched in Fort Worth was the ones who was watching. They
Hmm.
didn't try. It was a lot of people. I ain't
Hmm.
gonna necessarily just call them failures,
Hmm.
but the
Well, no.
easiest way
Okay.
the easiest way to fail is to not do it at all. And there's a
Right.
lot of couples that might have looked at that and been like, "Well, I could have did that, but you didn't."
Hmm.
So guess what? You not even when you talk about flies couple. If you thought you was the flies couple in the front, you didn't put your foot forward in order to be that. So it's like I don't care if you did. Look, get in next year. Well, the one thing about being a success, the one thing about achieving goals is you have to start. You have to jump out there.
Right. Right. Right.
And a lot of couples did not jump out there. So guess what? You don't get to
Some
speak
did.
on
Some
it.
did. Some did. They jumped in. Jumped out. And
Hey, you don't get to speak on it if you ain't jump in there. If you ain't jump in there and stay in there, you ain't get to speak on it.
man, because I appreciate the couples that did. That's what's up. Like
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, yeah. And I feel like I feel like the guys, I feel like there were a lot of females. I feel like there were maybe a lot of women who wanted to get in, but the husband was like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like it was a lot of that.
Yeah.
And to the fellas, I say, y'all can't be scared to lose. Y'all, that's the thing about it. I think guys are scared to lose.
You think that's what it is?
I think guys are
Yeah.
scared to let somebody, have something on them or be above
Right, right,
them.
right.
So it's like,
Because I had some ladies that I talked to, and I was like, so I come on, can you and your husband get in here? I would love to, but my husband said no. Like I was like, well, there you have it. So I had that got that response multiple times. So what can you do?
man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it out loud. I don't care what people. I mean, I could get in
Mhm.
trouble. I might not, but I think
Mhm.
I think that the whole evening was about two things that Fort Worth as a whole is afraid of. It's
Hmm.
fashion and competition.
And there you heard it. You heard it right here from Johnny. Okay.
That's two things that we don't like to fool with. You know, when you talk about, and I'm not talking about just fashion. I ain't talking about just wearing designer. I ain't talking about, yeah, I got all the Jordans. Yeah, my pants match my shirt. I'm talking about, you know, fashion forward type situations.
Indeed. Indeed.
And when I say competition, I think competition makes people better, but it depends on how you look at it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you don't look at competition as wishing bad on somebody so that you can do well. You look at
Mm-hmm.
competition as I give my best, you give your best, and then as a result, we're all better.
Right.
That's the way. We don't look at it like that though. We
Mm-hmm.
look at it as strictly me against you.
Yeah.
And when you look at it like that, it puts it in a negative light. But competition, there's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with competition because it make everybody better.
Nothing beats a failure, but what?
What?
Okay.
I don't know that.
I'm so mad at you.
I don't know.
How you not
Uh,
going
I
okay,
don't
anyway,
know.
so anyway. Um
Nothing used to play for what?
I'm trying.
Oh, okay. I had look, man. My coach must not have told me. Must not have told me that one.
Anyway, so my God today. Anyway, once again, thank
Vanessa said
y'all.
she oh there she go. I'll try. That must be y'all's that must be y'all generation, man. It must be a little bit before me. My bad. Uh Vanessa said she asked a couple of her friends and they both said they would love to, but their husband won't.
Right. Right, right, right.
I don't think they, ain't really trying to get out in that. Some of us don't want to be in the limelight. It's like put me in the background.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how if I ain't DJing, and which DJing is pretty much the background too, but it's like, man, put me in the background somewhere. I just want to be on the team, want to be an integral part of the team, want to make everything work. But I don't have to be in the front. I ain't gotta hold the mic. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta be the center of attention, none of that. I just want to be on the winning team. That's it.
So one thing I can say about Johnny is he is a team player. Like I said yesterday, he didn't have a clue. I was just like, here, this is what you're wearing. And just come on. And he was like, "What are we doing?" Like the whole time he talking, like you just, what are we doing? Are we still? What are we like? He was just confused, but he just like I'm gonna do what it because that's what you need me to do. That's what I'm gonna do. So everybody not like that is not that simple. I don't know, but some people just like no, I'm not gonna get out there. Now Johnny have said no before he used to, but now he's gotten lax on that. So he don't just outright be like no. He'll be
I
like,
mean,
oh, man, what I need to do. So
that's
he's
a
doing that now.
maybe in a few more years, you know what I'm saying? I actually do it with enthusiasm. I won't even sigh. I'll just be like, coming, honey. But I ain't there yet. I definitely ain't there yet. You're gonna hear my sighs. You're gonna hear me grumble. But if it's to be done, we're gonna get it done.
Right, right, right.
Uh oh, they laughing at our little snafu there. Try. Money said charge a deposit. I bet they'll hang in there. Man, let me tell you something about that charge a deposit thing. When we first put the flyer out there, what was it? Was it 25 or 50?
It was $50 per
$50,
couple.
$50 registration. We got what? One couple, two
One.
couple? One couple.
Mhm.
One couple. In 2 weeks, one couple. You know, I get it. You might not have saw it. Whatever, whatever, whatever. For 2 weeks, the flyer was out there and nobody said nothing. We took it off. We said free registration, and then what? The floodgates open. So, but that's another reason why I feel like we should market a little bit earlier than 2 months, maybe 3, 6, even 9 months out, so that you can charge a deposit. Because once we said free, then everybody jumped in.
Mhm. Mhm.
So maybe if you could do it a little earlier and get people to pay that non-refundable deposit, then I mean that's what I do
Mm.
for my DJ gigs. It's
Mhm.
like you pay a deposit, and I put your date down. It's non-refundable though,
Yeah.
so it's like I stopped having problems with no shows and cancellations and all that stuff
Yeah.
once I started charging deposits.
Right, right, right.
But yeah, 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 yeah. Ninjas for sure, Ramonda. Ninjas for sure.
So there's that.
Tanisha, one of the judges.
Hey, Tanisha.
What's going on? What's going on? It's at Valentine's Day. Plenty of time. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you something. Valentine's Day is the month before my wife's 60th birthday. I got to come up with something
Oh my
spectacular.
gosh.
You know what I'm saying? Without her help, because she the one who actually put the stuff together. So I got to come up with something spectacular for March. So that's the reason why I'm not too big on Valentine's Day. Unless one of y'all finna come in here and really help me out for the Valentine's Day part, and I'm gonna need help in a lot of different ways. We talking about financially and everything, because once again the 60th is coming up, and I got to prepare for that. So
Mm.
yeah, Clyde. She'll be 60. I don't know if she want me to tell y'all that, but it's too late now.
I mean, whatever. I don't care. So,
Yeah. I know she look younger than me and she's older than me. I know I'm the one that looks 60.
oh my
Hey, but hey, that's why I married her. No, Clyde, not 50. 60. I'm 60, my friend.
Mm.
So I gotta prepare for that. If I can, I don't know. I just can't see it. I can't see it. Cause whew, I can't see it. Without telling too much, I can't see it. It's just 60 is gonna be rough enough. You talking about throwing Valentine's Day in there
Throwing
too.
a fashion show before that. Not to mention the fact that I'm right in the peak of prom season too. So I feel my stress level on that. So
Money said you look good, 60 where? Clyde said she is not 60. I mean,
59.5.
Let's say she'll help for the birthday surprise. Well, I give you a call. We'll see if we can fit you in
I mean,
because
I've already given all the clues if he's listened to me.
I'm
So
listening and I get the clues, but you still, nigga, I gotta launder the
Mm.
money out. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Oh
shoot,
man.
this thing ain't easy. This it's not easy.
Okay, Chantel. Okay,
Turn 60 in Paris. Okay,
that would
you
be
buying it?
awesome.
That would be awesome.
However.
That would be awesome. That would be
Mm.
awesome. Go get the tickets. You get the tickets, Chantel. We be in Paris. No, I want. I actually would want to do it in Paris because I want to. Unless you could take everybody to Paris with you, I would actually rather you celebrate it with your people. You know that you've grown up throughout the 60 years with. Maybe do
Right,
65 in Paris,
right, right,
but
right.
this a milestone.
Yeah.
But you say Johnny, write down the clues. Look, man, I don't know. This is just pray for you, boy. Just
Oh gosh. All
just pray
right.
for you, boys. Fish baskets, yeah, for
My God,
sure.
today.
Sell some fish. Be right about that. I might need to
Okay.
sell some fish baskets.
My God, today. All righty. Oh, Vanessa said I get it from my auntie. Okay. Hello. Hello. All right.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you passed it down, Vanessa. I appreciate you in more ways and in so many ways.
Mm.
But yeah, it's time to go. It's what? Oh yeah, it's 9:30. Well, I'm trying to get
Oh,
on
oh,
there.
oh, 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 wait. Before we end, let me please say something about our spoken word artist, Stephonia. What she call herself? Queeness
I have no
or the
idea.
Queen Bee? The Queen.
Judge,
So
he hate clues. Just tell me. Sheesh.
uh anyway, so Stephonia, my girl Steph, she did that. Like she had me looking like this. I was like, but yeah, she did that. She did her thing,
It was
and
a
I
grown folks
told
event. She talked about grown folks
Queen
things.
S. That's what she called herself, Queen S. She did that. So shout out to Stephonia if you out there, girl. Yes, ma'am. Yes. And so she told me next time I'm volunteering my time. I was like, look at you. So yes, shout out to Stephonia.
Shoot, shout out to the Pearsons. They
Oh,
came through and did
shout
their
out to the
thing.
Pearsons. Yes, yes, indeed. In many ways, they are such a like for real. They man, them some good people to know. There's some good people to know.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely. Good vibes, whole 9 yards.
And then my classmate, he was the photographer.
Troy,
Derek Simmons
production,
was the video. He did
videographer. He also
videographer
did the lights,
and
did the
the
lighting.
lights.
Hmm.
And shout out to Larry for filling in for Johnny.
DJ Kush, yes,
I'm
yes,
sorry, my
yes.
bad. DJ Kush.
Appreciate
Yes.
all my couples came out, Bird and Doll.
Yes.
came out.
Yeah.
Always support. I appreciate them.
Yeah.
Red and Keach came out. I appreciate them. Appreciate Kev and
Tasha.
yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh.
They got a cigar brand, man. I need to come out to Daiquiri. What is Daiquiri Lounge? They got a cigar brand. I have. They got this cigar called Groovy Blue. I left it up at All's.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Hopefully nobody grabbed it. I'm gonna try to get up there and grab it. But they got a cigar called Groovy Blue, man. That boy, it had a
Okay.
real good taste
That's
to
what's
it.
up. Shout out to all of the vendors too. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Well, we had, but that's with the cakes.
Mm-hmm.
We had my people, judges people, Whitney and
CC
CC. Was
Natural.
that CC's Natural Jewelry?
Uh-huh. And
Then
then what
they had candles.
Whitney's candles are
Uh-huh.
Whitney's their wife Whitney candles.
And then we had the hat lady over there,
Yeah,
and
and
I
we
meant
had
to
the
get
hat
a hat from
lady.
over there. I just couldn't. I meant to
And
get.
then
I
we
didn't
had the t-shirt lady.
see a t-shirt.
Yeah, it was t-shirts in the back.
I didn't see that.
So yes, thank you.
I'm
Thank
gonna have to
y'all.
catch up with the hat lady again. I was trying to grab you and see which one you was. Immaculate Aroma is the name of the
Okay.
candles.
Yes. Yes.
Appreciate everybody,
All right,
who was
forgive me.
involved.
Yeah. Oh, and wait. Shout out to my sister-in-law, Tracy. My God, today. She did the food. She just was like, here, just give it to me and I got it. And that's what she always do. Lord,
The
God
food was
bless her.
straight to the little,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Okay. The little boxes with the pasta or the charcuterie or yeah. Yeah, she did that. She did that. And then shout out to all my judges. I had Tanisha's on here, Tanisha Davis. I had Sean Gardner, Paul Warnell, I am Cookie J and Takesha,
The
my sister-in-law.
Visionista.
Huh?
So the
Takesha the
Visionista.
Visionisha. Yes.
So
So
we say shout out to Vanessa. Oh my God, the pecan pie muffins. Yeah, man, she be doing her thing. That strawberry. I got a piece of strawberry. Hopefully, it's still in there. My stuff be disappearing. But I got a piece of strawberry cake that I plan on putting with some bluebell in the next 30 minutes.
oh Lord. So anyway, shout out to everybody and definitely my couples. Man, I love y'all. Thank you so much.
All right. Is that it?
Oh, wait. And my daughter, Lord,
Right. The other door.
had the door. And then my daughter-in-law was the runner. She was back up in the back and front and
Yep.
just wherever she
Yep.
needed to be.
Go take this message. Go tell the DJ.
Man. Okay. Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Well, speaking of which, shout out to my daughter and her.
And shout
her
out
boo.
to our servers. Did y'all see our servers, honey? They don't play with them because they do this for real.
Had they
Like
black on and black and white.
Jeff was like, "Oh, and what would you like?" I said, "Yes, sir." Okay. Yes, come on, servers.
Hey.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yep. So
Yes.
appreciate my kids.
Okay. Look, we put everybody to work.
Look,
There's that. Yeah.
everybody got gifts.
And then shout out to Oils, period. Oils for us.
Yeah, for the venue.
And Tina, she was a big help. Lord, yes. Tina, who was the bartender slash the coordinator to put everything moving chairs and all that. Yes. Thank you. So,
Okay. Did we cover everybody?
I hope so. Let me see. Let's go from the back door to the front.
To the front. Appreciate Tiffany for coming out. Tiffany Kim, Tiffany Green.
Shoot, all the people that came out, man, I appreciate y'all because I was already on stress level, probably 10, and then I was like, I just hope the people will show up. So it was, and actually with some people that didn't show up that did buy tickets. So there's that.
Appreciate that support. You help the bottom line.
Yeah.
You help the, behind the scenes people get compensated. So
All right.
All right. Like Vanessa said, man, until next week.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Same jazz time.
Same jazz channel.
All right, be blessed.
We're almost at an hour and a half. You can take your hand down.